This is Kronku Donkey, a tank main who plays Magneto, Thing, and Doctor Strange, but right now he's not the unstoppable force he should be. Missed engaged, wasted potential, and costly mistakes are holding him back. If he doesn't step up, he's just a damage sponge. So let's fix that. Alright, yeah, you want to be in the call, Aussie? Then we can do that as well. I'll just have to figure out a way to do this. What is up, Aussie man?
Oh, my bad. Oh yeah, that was my bad. Yeah, I forgot that I had that turned on still.
Let's see. So
yeah, I have like 3,000 hours on Overwatch. I was a tank main. I peaked top 500. Like I'm really good at playing tank, but for some reason I just can't win games in this game. I don't know what it is.
We'll figure it out. A lot of things do translate from Overwatch to Marvel Rivals, so we'll just see what the difference is. It'll probably be very clear after we finish watching this. But I think in general, though, tanks. Which Overwatch did you play? One or two?
Both.
Both. Okay.
I had 1,500 in the first game and about 1,000 in the second.
I will say in general, Marvel Rivals versus Overwatch is Marvel Rivals has every hero has this. Overwatch is very binary. Like a hero has one specific way they work. They have one playstyle. And consequently, they have one counter because, you know, like, okay, Pharah.
Roadhog, Diva, Ana, Roadhog, that type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you could just say, if there's a Pharah, pick a Solar 76, he will take her out.
Exactly.
But it's not as clear-cut in this game. You could say Hela, but even so, it's not really like a one-to-one. There's not many, like, hard counters in this game. There's soft counters, and that spills into the whole gameplay as a whole. Like, everything that works the same.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And I didn't play Overwatch 2, so I don't really know how that... I would imagine it's not the same for tanks.
It's bad.
Okay, let's leave it at that.
It's really bad.
Okay, yeah. but let's see. You have a... I don't hate the comp too much here. You got some nice combos, good healers. You have 2 tanks.
I think this was Celeste 2 at the time.
Okay, yeah, you wrote that in the thing. But you're up against Iron Fist and a Wolverine, so I can already tell this is going to be a rough one, especially with a Groot. What a bands. Can I see that? Oh, I can see that. All right.
I don't know why we banned Luna and Spider-Man. It was really weird.
Everyone's just banning Spider-Man nowadays. Luna, I think, probably to counter Namor, potentially, or Jeff.
Yeah, but we banned Spider-Man, which I was like, why are we banning both things to deal with the Spider-Man if we're gonna do like it was weird. I don't know.
I don't know. Bans are weird. Okay. Small thing you could do. I do love doing this on Magnet on this map is playing farther up. This is like kind of a vibe thing. Just be like a little bit farther up. On this map specifically, and you can do this on every map, I usually stand like maybe here or something, and then just shoot at them as they walk up. But it depends. It's a vibe check depending what comp they have. Sometimes you need to walk back, but you have your bubble.
I had a sixth sense. I knew they were going to be running Wolverine, so I was like, I'm not going to play too far up.
Okay, but yeah, then you could have poked there, got a little bit of ult charge. It's a small thing that you can.
Yeah. That's kind of what I like to do. Just poke that fortify, build ult.
Yeah, the more ult charge you can get, the better.
Since it's like. Especially because it's mag ult as well, and it's like the best ult for Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah.
And Cloak and Daggers run every game, so the faster you build it, the more likely you have a chance to shut down an early Cloak ult.
Exactly. Now she will always beat you to the punch, especially because she's healing up. She's healing up the damage you're doing, but it's still you should definitely try to charge as much as you can. All right, let's keep watching.
My power knows no limits.
I was duoed with the group player, by the way.
Okay. Wait, what did you bubble? Every time I do a mag review, I always do this. What did you bubble?
I was quite aggressive with the play.
That was a very bad bubble.
Yeah, it was a very bad bubble. Yeah.
But also because I think, well, you said the sixth sense, but by now I think you should have known there was a Wolverine. I think you saw him, so you should know there's a Wolverine. And as I mentioned earlier, that means you should not be ult. That means you should be holding onto your bubble. You have one primary bubble condition at that point, and that's all that matters, is making sure that he can't yoink anyone. Especially because you have a Groot. You said you guys are duo as well. He's gonna, if he doesn't yoink you, he's gonna yoink the Groot off cooldown.
I think he was hiding to my left, or he came behind us from the
he just walked up right in front of you.
Yeah.
There's not much shit hiding there.
Well, he kind of was. He was weaving in between the
okay, yeah. But yeah, no, that you died here because no bubble. I don't know if it would have mattered if you had a bubble or not, but
because we were all sitting on that left-hand side and we had to build off that little side wall, so
yeah,
I don't think it would have mattered.
Daniel says the same thing. Bubble parity is not Wolverine. It's in one condition. Like until you ults start coming up, all that matters is bubbling for Wolverine. Unless for some reason you see like Iron Fist diving someone and you're like, oh shit, this guy's about to die, then you can bubble that person. But in most cases, you're just holding it for Wolverine yoinks.
I think we actually win this first fight somehow.
It's really chaotic. It doesn't surprise me if you do. You're coming in here at a pretty good.
Yeah, I was just trying not to overextend on the point.
Yeah. But at the same time, you're underextended now because you're not in LOS to your healers anymore. And she's on the point. You actually maybe shouldn't have stepped on the point, but you didn't have to walk back there. I think that's probably what I would say here.
I think I was trying to bait the strange into me a bit there.
Okay.
Try to pull him away from the sports right.
If you could be more
They
forwarded
caught
before,
both,
that'd be better. I think that the fight would have played better.
Yeah.
You could have bubbled your support, who was getting a lot of focus on the point there as well. Because you ended up bubbling yourself and you weren't even taking damage, so it's kind of wasted.
Yeah, I mean, it's a one-shot combo technically, but it's not really a one-shot combo. It's kind of like a high burst damage, but yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I just try to use it off cooldown really, but I shouldn't be. I should be saving it for better times.
So how come you picked the thing here?
We need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Picks up Wolverine, picks up Iron Fist. It goes really good against double shield.
And you still have
It
a
also
Magneto.
messes up, and we still have a mag as well, because my duo plays mag a lot as well. So
Yeah, I saw you
thought
swap, so
let
it
him
makes
play.
sense.
Yeah, I mean, and also like I'm insanely good at the thing somehow. Like he's just such a good character.
Yeah, it's great. The mag shot, that's not a bad name.
And plus, the thing's probably got the best matchup for a tank against Wolverine. So that's why I do like to play him.
Yeah. You can, I believe, if he yoinks someone through your earthbound, it just lets him go. Or it stops the jump
Yeah,
or
it does,
something.
yeah.
So it's really good.
Any movement ability.
Yeah.
Any movement ability.
Any movement, yeah, but especially talking about Wolverine's thing now, because I think that one is very strong.
Absurdly OP.
Yeah. I'm going to keep calling it a one-shot combo, though, I think. Or just a mag combo. Mag shot.
The mag shot is a pretty good name.
You could be more aggressive here. What I would do here is, and it's been a while since I played the thing, so maybe it's evolved past that. But when I played the thing, especially in these lobbies, like I think if you would have ran the payload, you would have been fine. I would have distracted them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But I think especially now you guys are duoed, but like since you're playing mag and thing, that's one of the what's so beautiful about this combo is
you can play hyper aggressive.
you can play hyper aggressive because mag is always gonna be like you would be here running around the point, just being like having time of your life.
Yeah.
And mag's always gonna be there. You can E to him, jump to him. He could bubble you if you take too much damage or pressure, and the synergy is amazing. But you ended up standing here, and there's a lot of you could have done so much more pressure here. And what's funny is his ult would be way less valuable. First off, you wouldn't get hit by it. Secondly, his backline wouldn't be able to follow up on it. Not that it really did thanks to the Invisible ult, but they wouldn't be able to follow up on it because they'd be so distracted with dealing with you that he would get no value as well.
Oh, and I'm also queued with my Invisible Woman. I forgot he was in this game.
Wait, when was she on mag? I clicked the wrong one.
Yeah, I was like, hold on, I think that's the wrong perspective.
There we go. You have your ult. This could be a great ult right here. You can combine it with a lot, but like you could open up here and see if you do it.
I think I get a huge ult here, if I remember correctly.
Nice. A little bit late, but it's okay.
I wasn't sure if I was gonna get follow-up, that's why I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Because these lobbies, man, they've been rough. So I feel like I hold ult so long.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if my team's gonna follow up with my ults.
You can do a full combo with your ult, yeah. There's a few. We mentioned, I forgot the exact one. We have it in my guide. I don't think you did it there. But you could have probably knocked...
Alt, right click. Yeah, alt, right click, shift, right click.
That's
punch.
the one.
Because
you should have been able to kill one or two there, I think. Potentially.
I think, but... I think both their tanks didn't get hit by it, so I pulled my backline instead. But
okay, yeah, you had a lot of great openings to do your ult and get the kills as well. So I think if you just did your ult earlier, then you'd
I did hold it a fair bit there.
Yeah, the problem with Wolverine too, like you said, the thing counters him, but at the same time, it kind of shreds you because of the percentile damage. So it depends depends on how it plays out. It's a 50-50. I feel like sometimes. He uses shift into the ult as well, so his shift was on cooldown. No, absolutely. So you couldn't do that combo. But you could still get more damage in. I mean, if you hit them with the first shift, then that's okay. Like, you shift as an opener. You also haven't used your Invisible Woman team-up yet, I think. Could have used it here.
No, I haven't yet. I think I completely forget that we have an Invisible Woman.
Yeah, I do the same
So, like-
thing. But you need to do it more. It's just a great opener.
Yeah,
here
for
you
sure.
want to ult, because you're the only one with an ult.
Yeah, I think I do. How do I get my ults damn quick? Holy shit.
Great ult. Yeah, now you need no more. Pretty good weaving.
The Eye of Agamotto.
This is great.
Just trying to.
That's good too.
Yeah, I was trying to peel my back line, but I just couldn't.
I'm trying to see if there's something you could have done differently here. You could also pressure the backline more potentially. Sure. I mean, you do have your. That's also what helps using your team up more. You can keep yourself up a little bit.
Yeah, true. I don't think I needed to be bubbled there.
Yeah, you could have E'd your Invisible Woman here. You didn't do that.
I don't think it would have. I don't think it would have saved her though.
I don't know either. Yeah, you
was a
did get
good
a
ult.
healer. Yeah, you did get a healer with your ult and you didn't follow up. Good point. So definitely you could have done more damage here.
I think I prioritized the big
So there was
group with my right click over
Yeah.
there.
So you gotta pick here.
We could
The
have
thing
used
is,
that woman ulted back against him.
the thing is, the thing can
Mm.
destroy backlines on his own. It's so good, and they have no cooldowns here. That's what I was itching when I was watching this. You could have just been right here or so. Absolutely didn't need a bubble here, but whatever. Yeah, instead of jumping to your teammate, you could just turn and just
turned around.
gone on the backline there. You still have your Invisible Woman ult. Sorry, Invisible Woman team up. You have your shift. You have your whole kit. You can just harass him.
Eye of Agamotto.
And I mean, your Invisible Woman would have died anyways. But maybe you could have made something happen there instead of just kind of getting rolled over. You had an opening to do it at one point, I think. Right there, you could have done it. You're right next to Magneto now. I wanted you here probably on the high ground even, harassing them.
Yeah.
I think you can actually. This is something I found out very late. You can actually stay on the high ground and poke down on them if they stay like. I don't know exactly
I
where.
just don't think I trust my teammates enough.
You don't need to. You have an ability that gives you 200 health
Good point.
and
That's a good
30%
point.
damage
Yeah.
reduction.
Does it give you damage reduction? I really feel like it doesn't.
30% for you
swear,
and a
I get
teammate.
shredded.
You did end up getting the Wolverine thanks to this ult, so that's good. I just think you should have
'Cause-
pressured the
because-
backline too here afterwards.
Yeah, if I did get the supports, I would have went for them. But I think I realized in the moment that it didn't go far
Yeah.
enough because I didn't see them go up into the air. So I was like, I'll just go for the ones I hit and hopefully guarantee a kill, which we did. But then we didn't ult back when they invis-ulted, and I think I played too passive.
Yes, definitely too passive when you could play far out.
Yeah.
Somebody in chat said this, and I agree with that. Looks like you're not getting value from the ults. You're expecting your team to follow up and get
Yeah.
value from that. And it's not solo queue, but you can't expect your team to do it, especially when you do have combos. If you hit the backline to kill them, you don't need your team to follow
But
up.
man,
you can do it yourself.
I'm in Celestial. I should be expecting my team to do something.
Even so, like you have guaranteed kills with your combos.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
So they don't even need to follow up. They might be expecting you to be doing your combos. You thought about that?
That's a good point. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's just continue. Let's
That's
see.
why. That's why I like playing the thing because you don't have to aim very much.
Yeah, but it feels terrible on high ping.
He does. That's a good point.
I've played him a little bit on high ping, and I would never do that again. I'd rather just not play at all.
Yeah. It was awful.
Are you using voice chat with your team?
A little too much sometimes.
Oh, that's a good point. Chat said you could let them know you're gonna do your ult then.
That's a good point.
If
yeah.
you're not doing that, then you're thrown. Because then it's like you're expecting them to follow up on an ult. If you're not even communicating you're going for it, how are they gonna follow up on it? And
To be fair, a lot of people don't speak English on Singapore servers.
a lot of people don't speak English in EU. You just have to hope sometimes. But
That's fair. That's
you should. Okay, so here's a thing I will mention. You say you're calming too
Here's
much
the thing.
sometimes. When you calm too much, the absence of a calm can be a throw. If your team expects you
right.
to communicate every single thing and you don't say, "Hey, I'm ulting," they're not gonna expect you to ult because you're not saying it. And then you end up ulting. Like you're walking them through the entire play you're doing, but you just omit that you're ulting. Then they're gonna be super confused when you suddenly ult with no comms.
Yeah, right, yeah. Okay. So it's damned if you do, damned if you don't, really.
Well, it's more that if you do calm everything, you have to make sure you're calming everything. And I can't hear your comms, but I'm assuming, going off what you're telling me, that is something.
I am in a Discord call with my other tank and support, but I think I calm most of my ults this game. I just think we just had a really bad team lineup. And that it's just luck of the draw sometimes, I guess.
I could look at the first ult, but I'm pretty sure the ult you did it was also really deep. I don't think your team could follow up on that. But I think just
Yeah, that's fair.
relying less on your team will help you more almost all the time, I think. Unless you
I'm a
can coordinate it.
trustful. I'm a trustful person. I like to believe in my team, but I think I should not.
I mean, that first fight ult, I don't think, even if you trusted them or not, I don't think they could follow up because it was so deep. Or too deep, rather.
Yeah.
They were pushed back.
I think I wait out. Both ult here and then I wait afterwards. Yeah, I do. Fucking.
That's a good ult. This is
And
when
we
it should be
actually
coming
got
no
that
more. It's what, 4 ults? A shame.
Yeah, we way over ulted that.
Yeah. I think what you should do as a thing is... So you can solo ult, but I think if you try calming a double ult, that'd be huge. Like with the... I guess with Namor.
Other than more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could probably do Storm, but that's questionable. Either or. But if you combine it with one of your DPS ults, that should be like, if you need a guaranteed fight winner, that's it. But with Namor, you can do it through a support ult. I was about to say you should do this, and you did it. That's nice. But that was rough. You do need to use your team up more. At this point,
Forgetting that I have a 2-4.
you have a follow-up for
I
ult
use my
here. You could... Oh, we have no cooldowns. I wonder how good an ult would be here.
They
You
are
went for it either
vulnerable.
way. It's ambitious,
Too
but...
early, I think.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it was a bit too early because you didn't have any follow. Nobody could follow up with damage, and you didn't have
Yeah.
abilities for a full combo. It was questionable if you would even survive it. Like I was looking at this, thinking like, is it good to ult here or not? I think
It
I
was a
probably would.
50-50.
Yeah, like a 20-80.
20, okay, no 50-50. Alright, yeah, cool. Fair enough.
But like, you know, sometimes you think I'm built different and you want to try it, but you had
I mean,
you couldn't even follow up on it yourself
yeah.
there. Sadly, that's the problem. If you had your cooldowns,
I-
they all had Discord
Yeah.
on them. You could have maybe made something happen if you had your other cooldowns, at least your shifts.
I saw 6 teamed up. I saw the ball, and I was like, "Oh shit, man! I'm gonna kill them all."
Yeah.
Nope, didn't happen.
Yeah.
Reinforce my
Oh no.
I think I
You
I
just
think
narrowly
I-
got out, but I don't think your other teammate had the same luck. So now you're gonna have to play the stall here.
I hate this strange thing. It's so stupid.
I do. I hate it too.
Oh, look at that! Hey, hey, look! I pressed the button!
That's it. And now you're still alive. For a
I think I
little
was the
bit.
only one left at the point, yeah.
It's a strange
It's
thing,
just-
but
yeah.
yeah, I think that one definitely just had to play stay alive. I think maybe your was it cloak could have stayed alive longer. At that point, just try to keep your thing alive out there.
No, that's the end of round 1.
Yeah, I'm just making sure I have to do a little bit of a call to action here. Yeah, we're doing coaching here. I think it's good you didn't send a 4 VOD because you said you got a lot of kills. When am I going to comment on that? But also, I haven't done my 4 grind yet, so I wouldn't be able to give you the in-depth
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
that I would want to. But 4 and Thing there's a lot of crossover. Their playstyles are very similar. They're brawler
They
tanks.
have a lot of frag potential.
They have frag potential. They have some CC, self-sustain, and yeah. And they're also pretty
See,
solid.
I didn't know for the longest time that Thing's right click gives me 50 shields. I had no idea.
You
it
really
never used to
didn't
show
know?
up for me.
You didn't watch my guide? He didn't watch my guide. It's a shame.
Chat. Don't judge me. I like to learn characters on my own before I watch a guide.
Yeah, that's fair.
It helps me understand the kit more. If I learn through failure over just knowing how that works from the start.
Yeah, this is what I hate with Wolverine in this matchup. Just all of a sudden he gets in position and just shreds it. And they have Iron Fist actually. It's 2 tank shredders.
This Iron Fist is being annoying.
Yeah.
I
I think you're
hate this
doing
new rework of his.
Yeah, I think you're doing a good job so far, like distracting and creating space. You could be more, I want to say could be more backliney, but I think it's just important that you don't die here. That's what matters the most. Oh, your premade actually went Hawkeye for some reason. Okay.
Yeah, he likes to swap picks. I play with him because he's a cool guy. That's about it.
Or you get a big ulti here. You really showed that strange. Well, he died. He died.
I think I was just wanting to guarantee the kill on him.
Yeah, I
because
know.
Strange
That's fair. I think it's maybe a little bit too greedy on the ult there. I definitely saw, if you had your ult like a second earlier, you had like a great ult, but from what it looked like from my perspective is that you just wanted to get an ult, and you were like kind of stuck in the hole. I had a perfect ult a second ago. I want ult now.
I tried to 180 and hit both the Wolverine and Strange.
Yeah.
Because I saw them go behind me and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Bang. Yeah, nope, missed.
I want to say, I think there's probably not like a perfect play for your ult, but I want to say ulting your back, the back line is like 99% of the time the correct play. And you had opportunities to do it. Because like, and then again, you can do the one-shot combo, or again, not a one-shot combo. You can do the full combo with your ultimate and kill them. And tanks you can't really kill. You're stunning them for a little bit. If they're getting healed through the ult, it does nothing. Doesn't matter that they're stunned. Doesn't matter if you combo them. I think that the Strange did die for it, but like maybe you could hit the backline instead. So, you can use it to peel as well, but I mean that was still, those weren't even in LOS, so nobody could follow up. You can harass. I wasn't
sure about the Atomism.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can harass the backline more. You could be in the window here and messing with them. I think that's a very underrated thing with the thing, and I probably don't even say it enough in my guide, but it is. I said it in the previous fight, saying in this fight as well. Especially because yeah, you have a good amount of damage, but I feel like the DPS isn't high enough. You can't burst someone down anyways. Whereas if you just sit on a support, for example, their cloak was just alone in the window, you will inactively do more damage to their team, if that makes sense, because you're shutting down their heals than you would by hitting them yourself.
It's like Strange shooting up here. Get it doing damage with him.
Because you're like walking around, you're punching here, but you're just punching the tanks. It's like, it doesn't really do you any good. Like, see, you're just healing them up anyways. And he's just sitting there. Just chilling.
Yeah. I feel like in that situation, like my brain's like, oh, I'm going too far if I go in that deep. Like, because my brain's like, oh, I'm pushing way too deep if I go to that window and push on the supports, because then their tanks can just walk on my backline for free.
Right, but that's where you have a mag. That's his job.
Yeah, that's getting.
This isn't a team fight, but just an example. Mag should be like in the middle with his backline, with his DPS supports, somewhere between the supports, and you should be here in the front.
Yeah, where Iron
like
Fist,
far out, because Mag is your lifeline. You can just jump back to him as soon as things get too tough. That's why it's, as I said at the start of this review, that's why we like to have a Mag, because you can just jump back to him and he can shield if necessary. You do have a Mag that you can play off of still.
Can we just look at the damage stat to kill ratio here? It's so bad.
It is not looking good.
Anyone willing to help?
Have you been counting the ults here at all? You have an incredibly... Sorry, not an incredible ult gap. You have an ult gap here, though. Kind of good. It sucks that you have...
My mag.
Like, I think if you're Hawkeye, again, we're not here to watch him, but it's a shame, because they have a cloak, and then a Loki who's going to copy the cloak. Like, he could literally kill them with one shot each. Or one shot each. Like, it's so easy to counter a cloak with a Hawkeye.
When she finishes her ult, you just pop her in the head.
Or any of the stops, yeah. That's the easiest one, though, when she does the fourth one.
Yeah, that's fair, yeah.
You just have to make sure you have 50 charge or more on your passive. Otherwise, you want one-shotter. Good ult here. And you do ults. The only problem is they obviously have a follow-up with the Loki copy, but... So wait, I want to watch that again. Who did you hit with that? Did you hit anyone? You hit one guy.
I hit 3, I reckon.
You were blind.
I hit Mag, Ruby, and
you did,
Strange.
Wait,
does the stun wear off if you bubble someone with Mag?
No.
Why did Ruby not get hit?
I actually have... Oh, it's his passive, I think.
No way.
No, 100% that's his passive.
Actually...
I didn't know that either.
Oh my god. I didn't know that either. What? What is that?
I think it probably clears all effects.
Because he thinks he goes to 0 HP. So
yeah, exactly. He goes to 0 and it resets everything. That's incredible. I didn't know either. It's always something you can't find.
Wow, more passive buffs for Wolverine.
Again, though, you did ult the front line, so
that's fair.
It was a chunky one. I think if you wanna get a chunky ult, you look at pro. I haven't watched much pro, but I've seen some clips on my Twitter feed. When they do ults, they do a big chunky ult, but that's because they have good DPS that follow up on the stunts. I mean, with a Hawkeye,
So it's a little bit like it's a little bit like Ryan Shadow.
I guess
Guarantee the 1 kill over the 6-man.
Situational. I haven't played enough Ryan to say
Situational.
but I will say that you could also you do have a Hawkeye, and I don't want to take responsibility away from you. But I feel like if you do a good ult, he should be able to get like 1 or 2 kills off of that. They're standing stuff. I think also you should be destroying this lantern, because this is, I think you take it down in one right click and then a left click.
I think it's 2, isn't it?
It's 2 hits no matter what you do, but you need to break the lantern, not punch Wolverine. That doesn't absolve your responsibility, I think. Like, you just gotta look for it. But I think that's with the thing, especially, it's a lot of limit
Playing
testing.
life.
Yeah, well, you play life, but you gotta limit test. You gotta figure. And this is something you gotta learn yourself. Like, where do you feel comfortable? But you have to keep pushing your limits to figure out. And how far can you go? Where is the limit? In this game, for example, I think actually the limit was a lot higher, and you were playing it safe. You weren't putting your feelers out, figuring out what you could get away with and what you couldn't. And if you were a little bit more assertive, because you still have the escape, you can still just E back to your Wolverine, to your mag. Sorry.
Yeah.
Then you could get an idea. Okay, how much can I get away with, and then just keep pushing until the pressure gets so hot and go back.
Because I don't think they were punishing me a lot.
Too much backline focus again.
Yeah,
I look backwards a lot. It's something I recommend people do, but I just think it's a shame you're not doing, or you're looking on them too much, basically. I mean, all your ults have been backwards, but it's not because you're looking backwards. You're just choosing to ult backwards instead of ulting the backline. 100%. You know, the DPS could play better. I don't want to put pressure. I don't want to put too much on them, but it would help if there were some more follow up on the space you're creating. But you could still be creating even more space for them. Maybe they needed even more space.
Like characters that will have no use in the ban. Like, we don't ban Wolverine in this game.
I like this one because the support was overextended. You get a good lineup here. It's picky tip for you. E your Star-Lord here.
Oh, in his ult?
Yeah. Just think of it as a Magneto bubble. Wolverine is very counterable. Actually, no, pros do. I used to say the pros don't even like play him, but they do play him now. I don't know. It's so early in the games.
I did slam quite early. I could have like hit them up a few times.
Yeah.
So that was pretty hard.
Yeah, that's literally something I say in my guide too. Like the thing is, the charge is 6 seconds. I think it doesn't feel like it. It feels like you have it. It's 8. It says 6 right here.
Oh no. The duration of the charge. Yeah. 6. Yeah.
You can charge for so long, and there's no reason not to charge. You get free CC with it.
In danger.
Well, you're in danger now.
Oh, look at that! I'm doing the right thing.
You're in the spot I want you in, and that's why you got so much done there. Now you're a little bit far back, but you're coming back to it. I think we actually benefit from watching from the aerial view here. It's very uncomfortable because you have no walls or shields to play here. But like just by being ahead of them, and your teammates can support you. You can jump back to them. You just got so much done here. Okay, another nitpicky thing. You know what we can do here? E your cloak. You might have done it. I want to see this. No, you eat your mag beforehand.
No, I don't. Oh no, I might get.
Let's see. No, but you should E because the damage reduction saves you. Like, I think if she has the damage reduction on her, the breakpoints are destroyed. You can still one-shot her through the ult, but it needs to be like fully maxed out at that point. Yeah. Because
it's 30%.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a frontline ult, but you still get like a lot of space here. If it wasn't for the...
Yeah, I was trying to give it...
I guess maybe it wasn't that good of an ult.
Yeah, no, I could have walked forward a bit more with it, for sure.
You could have coordinated your ult with Hawkeye. I think maybe that's something you... But if... Yeah, both of you had ults, both of you ulted at the same time. If you guys coordinated it, you could have done something. Like, if he was... You like have him... Yeah, on the high ground here, you're just shooting him.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if their tanks are stunned and he ults, then nobody can meet him and, like, counter him and kill him. Yeah, that's why I keep saying he needs to be on the backline. Everyone has to look at him. Okay. Now, you're looking back, but they would have to... You could put it on your team, but I'm going to be honest, most of the time that's on you. You could look back on them before you commit.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I think I do it, but we still lose the team.
A thought here is that if you lock it now, then you're going to get to push the point. I don't know exactly. I don't know the time on these, I'm going to be honest. But you'll get free push on it. So that's is a safe play to Portal now. And you will get free push, probably up to. Someone in chat can correct me if I'm wrong. Probably up to here at least.
Probably the choke.
Yeah.
Yeah, up to the choke.
You can also hold it and just wait until you start getting picks or you get a full wipe next fight, and then you're guaranteed to run it in. But then you're assuming you're gonna win next fight. So there's a bit of a gamble there.
Key.
If you're looking for people to play with, Mikey, you can always look at our Discord. We have a channel for it, though I think it's still populating.
Oh no.
I
know what's coming up here. I know what's coming up here.
No.
Oda, don't watch it. Please don't watch it, Oda, please. Please don't watch the ult that I do on stream here. Please don't watch it. Don't watch it, it's so bad.
Well, at least you didn't die. Yet.
Yeah.
By the eye of
I have
Agamotto.
PTSD from that.
Got it. Man, I wish I could get better tips on that strange ult. That I do the same ult so often. I think you just did it you were too shallow. Just too far away.
Yeah, I was too early with it. Yeah.
Too early, and like
wait a
you
little
were
bit.
again too shallow. They weren't playing there. Like yeah, if they were playing here, that would have been fine. But they were in the choke. This is only
Well, good news. I have TP.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, exactly. You get on the point now.
See?
If only I had an ult as well, that'd be perfect.
More
I mean, it's probably the play here. There's no point in porting in. Like, the thing is, if you port in now anyways, you put into 6 people that are looking at you. You get nothing done anyways. It's better to keep it. Or if you get the wipe at this point, then you can lock them out and run it in. Yeah, this is a good call to try to peel your Hawkeye so you can do something with his ult.
He does get invisible when ulted.
If you were with him there, they wouldn't have done anything.
I did for the start, and then I fell down, and I was like,
Fell down? Okay, yeah, he's making it. Oh, that's not on you.
No, I actually did fall down.
Yeah,
I actually did fall down.
They broke the... not even because of mistake, the floor is broke. But yeah, if you were with him there, that would have been better. And we tested this. I think, like, you can spam mouse 1 through Invis Woman ult with Hawkeye, and I think that kills them if you shoot after
Hawkeye? Oh, shit.
I think so. I think we tested it. Even if it doesn't, you just have fully charged, so you can just one-shot them in the head anyways, but now you're on your back for this whole fight. It's rough.
Yeah.
Now you should ult.
I think I do.
Yeah, you can ult farm here. Oh, you want to ult? Oh, you're already ulting now. This is
No.
Ult.
This is a big ult.
Is it?
This is a big ult.
Alright.
Is
it in the room with us? Yeah, I think like unless you have very specific conditions, you should never ult without full dark magic because you can't one shot without the Hulk team up, but you can do a lot of damage, and without the dark magic, you have no damage. Yeah, I mean this could have worked out. They just didn't. They just jumped back. But I think definitely it was 100% a panic ult though. It was not really. Imagine if if you shifted, you had your shift. Imagine if you shifted the way you did when you threw your ult.
Yeah.
Then you would have had everyone as well.
I do panic a lot. You know, in overtime, I do panic a lot.
Yeah. So imagine you use your shift.
I think that's just.
If you imagine you waited with your dark magic, but even without waiting dark magic, just use your shift, you could have hit everyone. He does die if he holds dark, absolutely. So they really like at that point, waiting 6 seconds might be too much. But you definitely shouldn't have stood still and just clicked Q and done nothing. But I'll say, yeah, 100% wasting bubbles. That's gonna be the easiest one. I just write it down for most people watching. It's gonna be wasting bubbles. But in this case, they had a wolf, which is like you just have a bubble condition. Like you should only bubble for wolf basically at that point, unless something else happens. But at this point, just focus on the wolf, or if there's a Winter Soldier, there's a Winter Soldier.
There's a better game where I play against the wolf and I do play that space against him and I do save bubble for every time he jumps at me.
Yeah.
I think this game was probably my worst out of the day that I play, which is probably the best one to review.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Because it does show most of my mistakes. Yeah.
And you just gotta drill it in. You just gotta like focus on it, and it's gonna become second nature.
Yeah, I only have about 180 hours in this game, comparison to over 1,000 in Overwatch. So.
For the thing though, I remember more assertive, more backline pressure, especially if you have a mag, because you have something to jump back to if things get tough. Try to limit test, try to push yourself. You'll be surprised how you're saying you don't feel like your team follows up that much. That's also because their tanks don't have to look backwards.
Pretty bad though.
Ults are also back,
exactly,
are also bad, but the enemy team doesn't have to look at you because you're not doing any meaningful pressure. If you were pressuring the backline or the supports more, then the tanks have to turn and deal with you, which gives your own DPS more space to do damage and get the picks that you need. So you're kind of in the right ballpark, but you're still a little bit too passive. Obviously, like we said, don't go all the way into the enemy spawn, don't push all the way. You need a way back. But right now, you're just not really there. You're a little bit too safe. But yeah, and for Strange, it'll be hard for me to say much. I didn't get to see much. You played it all in overtime. Sure, ults weren't that good, but it was
Strange that often.
Panicky. Play him more, you'll get more confident, you'll make less mistakes. That's like the easiest thing to say there. Portal, didn't even use it at the end of the day, so if you did that one, it could be worth it. But it can be an educated decision to hold it, to use it for the absolute final fight. So if it is an educated call, yeah, if it's an educated decision, then it's okay.
It didn't, yeah.
But yes, I believe that is everything. Do you have any more questions before we head on to the next?
Like, where is like a good scenario to play the thing? Is it against Double Shield and teams like Mag Strange and?
I think I think your friends would say. I think your friends would say the thing is better if you played better on him. That's what I'm gonna say.
That is completely fair.
Yeah, he is a must pick in pro play. I think at this point, I haven't watched much pro play, but watch my guide now if you can. Do watch maybe even some pro play for inspiration. And you get a better idea of what is expected of you and what you can do with him. I think he works in almost every comp and against every comp. It just comes down to if he can have some follow-up. But even without follow-up, he can make solo plays. He is the best anti-dive tank, but he can also dive too. And it's good that he's so led bear, because now you know what to improve on. Yeah, I'm glad it helped. Curious to hear how this helped you in like a week or so. So you just let me know. You have access to the channel to drop an update if you would like.
I will show my Eternity logo in 3 weeks.
Yeah, you better. All right, I'll catch you in the chat.
Easy, man.
All right, perfect. That was Aussie Gamer 96, and also our first guy in voice chat. So big clap for that. Some claps in the chat. It's a pretty brave thing to get on the chat and allow yourself to get roasted. So I will give massive props to that. I hope to see again him pop off on that thing